Yes, dear students, a thin double convex lens has radii of curvature, each of magnitude 40 centimeter, and is made of glass with refractive index 1.65. Its focal length is nearly. So we have to find out the focal length. So we can go by 1 by f is equal to, it is glass lens, let us take it that. Okay, minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Okay. But it's a double convex lens. Each side has got same radius of curvature. But you must understand that this side, okay, is the center of curvature here, pole is here, and therefore you remember that R1 will be taken as positive. R1 is taken as positive. Look at this side. This is side number 1. Okay, this is a refracting surface 2, and this refracting surface of 2, center of curvature will be here, and from pole to center of curvature, R2 is taken like this one, so it is negative. Therefore, I will take like this one, my dear students, R1 will be plus R, R2 will be equal to minus R. That's what we have to take it up, and let me see how much is the value. So 1 by F is equal to, Mg is 1.65 minus 1 into 1 by R minus of minus 1 by R there, okay, yeah. I want you to avoid this step. Your step should start from here. 1 by f is equal to 1.65 minus 1 and the rest to 0.65 alva into 1 by r plus 1 by r is nothing but 2 by r. R value kottidare. So 2, 1 by r plus 1 by r is 2 by r. R value is nothing but 40 centimeter. Let it be 40 only. So I want the value of f right now. F is equal to 40 divided by 2 into 0.65. 2 into 0.65 is equal to 1.3. 40 divided by 1.3, I have to do it. Alva? Okay, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುವುದಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 40 divided by 1.3, you can take it as 4 by 3, roughly. Okay, yeah. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4 ones are 4 tens are 10 into 3 is nothing but roughly 30 centimeter ಹತ್ರ answer ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So we take the answer as option number B, which is nothing but 30 centimeter is the right answer. Okay, yeah. I hope you are clear getting it right. Okay. ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರದೆ 2 by r ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾಮನ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 by r minus 1 by r ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 0 ಬರ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು totally you will be losing the problem itself. 46th question. A spherical surface of radius of curvature capital R, separate air of refractive index 1.0, okay, from glass of refractive index 1.5. The center of curvature is in the glass. Center of curvature is in the glass. A point object P is placed in air, is found to have real image Q in the glass. The line PQ cuts the surface at point O. PO and OQ are one and the same. The distance PO is equal to. Okay, let me see now the diagram. Yes, this is the surface. Let us assume that this is glass. This is air. How come you take? Because they have told me that center of curvature lies in, okay, glass. So this is nothing but your principal axis, right? Refractive index over here is mg, which is equal to 1.5. Air refractive index, of course, not given also. I write it as 1. Kodadidru sa 1 anta baribodu alva. Point object is placed in air. Okay, let us take that point object P is here in air. It will have its image in the Q. It will have its image Q. Line PQ cuts, okay, PQ, okay. Idannu now O anta tegolva according to the question, and somewhere is nothing but Q. I don't know somewhere. Okay, yeah. Avaru ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ PO ಮತ್ತು OQ same ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. We have to find out the distance PO. We'll do it. Do remember the formula. Okay, what will happen actually if I change the colors so that the rays are clearly visible? One of the ray will go like this, one more ray will go like this, right? So this is how the rays will pass, and this is come like this one. So these are nothing but incident rays. These are refracted rays. We require it. Okay, not that you write and waste your time. N2 by V minus N1 by U is equal to N2 minus N1 divided by R. N2 is what? N2 is a refractive index of the image space. Image space andre refracted rays elli untu adradu 1.5 divided by V. V is the image distance, which is nothing but OQ. OQ, right? Okay, minus N1 is equal to N1 is equal to the refractive index of the object space. Where do you find incident rays? 1. U ant helidre OP, but it has to be minus OP. Alva is equal to 1.5 minus 1 divided by capital R. R yake positive sir? R nodi idu O alva? O pole. C E direction li bartade. O to C distance is nothing but R. So 1.5, okay, minus 1 by this one, which I can write 1.5. OQ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ನಾನು OP ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು, OP ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. Minus of minus ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 1 by OP ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು, which is 0.5 divided by R. ಇಷ್ಟು ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬೇಕು, what is the value of OP? Okay, calculation ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಗ್ರಹಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. 1.5 divided by OP plus 1 by OP is equal to 0.5 divided by R. Next step ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. OP is common here, 1 by OP. Okay, yes. What is left out here is 1.5 plus 1 is nothing but 2.5. Yeah, is equal to 0.5 divided by R. OP annu alli shift maadi right hand side ge alva. Okay. R annu illi shift maadi 2.5 illi irli 0.5 illi. Sariya? So what you are getting is 2.5 by 0.5 is nothing but 5, or OP is equal to 5R is the right answer. That is option number A is right answer. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ N2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ಇಮೇಜ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ರೇಸ್ ಉಂಟು ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇದು ನೀವು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. N1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರೇಸ್ ಉಂಟು ಅದರದ್ದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಪೋಲ್ ಇಂದ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು. ಪೋಲ್ ಇಂದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್, ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನೋಡಿ, object distance namdu negative, adu O to P, image distance O to Q, both are same but plus minus we have to take care. Okay, mathematics madlikke ashtenu kashta illa, illi ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೇರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಸೈನ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. Kinetic energy of electron and the proton is same, which is 10 to the power minus 32 joule, right? Okay, then the relation between the de Broglie wavelength, their de Broglie wavelength is, okay, let us get this one clearly. Kinetic energy is same. Lambda is equal to H divided by root of 2mk. The moment if you say kinetic energy is same, then lambda is proportional to 1 by root m. Okay. Now what is the relation? Electron and proton. I know very well mass of the proton is bigger, lambda p is smaller. Lambda the mass of the electron is lesser. That's why lambda is larger. Therefore, lambda for electron is larger. Lambda for proton is smaller. Yakante helidre MP is bigger than ME. Therefore, you understand lambda P is less than lambda E because they are related inversely. So lambda P is less than lambda E. Option number A is the right answer. Simple question. Next. In the circuit, an alternating current and a direct current are supplied together. They are superimposed. The expression for instantaneous current is given by I is equal to 3 plus 6 sine omega t. The RMS value of the current is, ನೋಡಿ, instantaneous value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು DC. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು DC ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ? ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? RMS value of the current. Okay, 6 sine omega t, that is dependent on the time. As the time changes, the value of the current is going on changing. So what is my value of RMS value? Okay, remember RMS in this case, IRMS is equal to, try to understand in this case, my dear students, IRMS is equal to root of, okay, let me tell you, IDC, okay, whole square plus IAC, okay, RMS value whole square. Correct, Alva? Sorry. So which is equal to root of 3 square plus IAC RMS is to 6 divided by root 2. Yakante helidre peak value 6 untu alva, peak value 6 untu 6 divided by root 2 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಸಹ whole square ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Right? Okay, so you will get the answer, and I think you will be managing this answer, and you get the answer as 3 root 3 ampere. ಹೇಗೆ ಸರ್ 3 root 3 ಬಂತು ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 6 square is 36 by 2, which is 18. So 3 square plus 18, 9 plus 18 is 27. Okay, root 27 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? root 27. Root 27 mandre 9 into 3. 3 will go out. So 3 root 3 is the right answer. But are you clear about this one? IDC plus IAC RMS square. Adinda 6 matra baribedi, 6 by root 2 baribeku. You should get the answer. The self-inductance of the choke coil is 10 millihenry. When it is connected to 10 volt DC source, the loss of the power is 20 watt. Although DC source. When it is connected with 10 volt AC source, previously our 10 volt DC source connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಈಗ 10 volt AC source connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ loss of power is 10 watt. Always you remember, loss is less in the case of AC circuits. The frequency of the source will be. Okay, let us get it now easily how this problem can be done. With the DC, ನೋಡುವ DC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡುವ ಅಲ್ವಾ. DC ಅಲ್ಲಿ power P is equal to V square by R. So that simply indicates that R is equal to R is equal to V square by P. So which is 10 square divided by resistance of this, this one. The value of the resistance now I want to get. So power is how much here? 20 watt. So 10 square by 20 is 100 by 20 is nothing but 5 ohm. So we get the value of resistance which is nothing but 5 ohm. What is AC? Okay. In the case of AC, with AC, I want to know the value of Z. Z is nothing but, impedance. Alva? Sorry. General formula gottund. P is equal to V RMS square. Yeah. Divided by, tell me, Z square into R. This is the formula. So this implies Z square is equal to V RMS square into R divided by P. Correct alla formula? V RMS is to idralli 10 volt, 10 square. Into resistance is to 5 ohm. Divided by power kottidare which is nothing but 10. So what you get here is 10 and into 5 which is nothing but 50 ohm. Adinda nimge Z value barutte. Okay. As well as R value gottaitu, namge formula beku. Enu Z value illi nodi, Z is equal to root of R square plus XL square. Calculation undu idralli tumba. So Z square is equal to R square plus XL. XL ante helidre 2 pi FL whole square. I will only substitute the value, my dear students. What is your value here? Okay. So Z square is nothing but 50, no doubt. R square we know that which is nothing but 5 square plus 2 square is nothing but 4 into 3.14 square. F square we don't know. L value is 10 millihenry. 10 into 10 power minus 3 whole square. Calculation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, calculation ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Answer is option number C. 80 hertz is the right answer. All right, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ calculation ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು 50, 25, 4 into 3.3 is 3.14. Roughly, you can whole square. You can take it as 10. So 4 into 10 is 40. F square 10 into 10 power minus 3, which is simply actually 10 into 10 power minus 6, 10 power minus 2 whole square. Okay, calculation ಮಾಡಿ get the answer. That will not add up much there, so you should be able to get it easily. Alva? So calculation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ time ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. In LCR circuit, R is equal to 100 ohm. R is equal to 100 ohm. Capacitance C is removed. Current lags the voltage by pi by 3. When inductance L is removed, the current leads the voltage by pi by 3. The impedance of the circuit is. Nice question is this. You must remember there is a general formula for phase difference. Tan phi is equal to XL minus XC divided by R. Very general formula for LCR circuit. First case, you see, C is removed. When C is removed, you must know tan phi is equal to XL by R. What is the tan phi value? Pi by 3. Pi by 3 and 180 by 3, which is 60 degree. Tan 60 degree is equal to XL by R. Alva? Okay. Which is R value kottidare. Tan 60 gottundu namge 1 by root 3. Or simply we can understand this value. Tan phi is equal to XL by R. Irli. Matte noduva. Tan 60 is root 3. 100 root 3 marbodu. XL value. What is the value of XC? Let us see now. XC tan phi is equal to tan phi is equal to later part. When inductance L is removed, then the circuit becomes only RC circuit where the formula is XC by R. Alva? Okay, it will be lagging by that. Okay, so which is nothing but tan 60 degree is equal to xc divided by r. Now, what is the value of xc? xc is equal to, once again, r into tan 60, just like the previous form. Okay, look at this. This says that for me, XL and XC, this implies XL and XC are equal. And this should be saying us that circuit is, this should be resonance condition, right? Okay. When this is a resonance condition, try to understand, my dear students, they've asked you impedance of the circuit. We must understand that in resonance condition, impedance Z is equal to R itself, which is equal to 100 ohm. Yes, option number B. Okay, ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆವು? That is just to prove that XL is equal to XC. The moment you understand XL equal to XC, ಯಾವಾಗ XL ಮತ್ತು XC ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇಂಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. The value is nothing but okay, 100 ohm. The value is nothing but 100 ohm, which both are same because Z and R value are one and the same. Next, a square metallic loop of side 0.1 meter and resistance 1 ohm is moved with a constant velocity of magnetic field 2 Weber per meter square as shown in the figure. Square metallic wire loop, 0.1 meter. The magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the loop. You can see in the diagram nodi, cross mark hakidare. The loop is connected to network of resistances. What should be the velocity of the loop? So that have a steady current of 1 milliampere. Okay, nodi. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ current I is equal to generally EMF divided by resistance. Okay, now resistance ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ನೋಡುವ. ಇದು ನೋಡುವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Resistance is nothing but, okay, the value of the resistance. ಇದು 3 ohm. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ 3 ohm ಬರ್ತದೆ? Just see ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು Wheatstone's network. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ohm ಉಂಟು. Altogether ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು, total resistance in the picture, entire picture will be 4 ohm. 3 ohm ಇದರದ್ದು. All right, ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, 3 and 3 are in series, that is 6, and this is 3 and 3 are in series 6, and the middle one 3 I am just going to drop it because the network is balanced and I should get it. Now what is the total resistance? 3 ohm due to the network which shown slide, and the other one is nothing but 1 ohm of that particular wire, square wire. What is the EMF? EMF is given by the formula BL into V. Don't make the diagram this one complicated there. It won't be that easy. Okay. Yes, BLV. B is the magnetic field. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 2 Weber per meter square. ಸರಿ. L ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Length ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Length is 0.1 meter. V is the velocity. Velocity is given to you. No, they've asked me the velocity, right? Velocity divided by R is nothing but 4. Current ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 1 into 10 power minus 3. ಸರಿಯಾ? So 4 divided by 2. So your answer is done. Option number B is the right answer, dear students. 2 centimeter per second. I have not done whether it's centimeter. Nodi, we bekadre 4 right hand side 2 ಕೆಳಗೆ 0.1 digits change ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸರಿ. So 2 centimeter per second. Option number B is the right answer. Simple problem. Looks difficult. Okay, it is a total EMF created divided by total resistance in the circuit. Okay. 52nd question. What does that 52nd question says to us? A thin semicircular conducting ring of radius R is falling with its plane vertical in a horizontal magnetic induction field. Okay, it is falling down. You can see that picture. At the position M and Q, the speed of the ring is V, and the potential difference development across the ring is. At this position M and Q, the speed of the ring is V, and the potential difference across the ring is. Okay. Your answer is option number D, my dear students. Okay. Why is that option number D? Let me explain to you that. Okay. You must know that very clearly. Distance traveled by the ring. Distance traveled by the ring is equal to V into T. Okay, yeah. When it comes to falling, please remember it falls in the magnetic field, not in the gravitational field, V into T. Right, okay. So what is the change in area? Change in area, because it sweeps out the area, is it right? Change in area is equal to dA by dt, dA by dt, which is equal to 2 into R into Vt. Why is that 2 into R into Vt? 2R is the radius is R, diameter is nothing but 2R. into VT. Is that clear? What is EMF? EMF is equal to minus d phi by dt, which is equal to magnetic field constant irutte illi minus b. Okay, area change agutade. Yakante helidre it is minus d by dt of b into a. Why b into a? Flux is equal to b into a, alva? Okay, so it is dA divided by dt. So it is minus b into, okay, b into 2r v. Okay, differentiation of that, you will get differentiation of this one dA by dt. If you do it, you will get the answer of 2rbv is the right answer. 2rb. Yeah, don't forget that. So b is already written. Yeah. So you get the answer as 2rbv is the right answer. 2rbv is the right answer, right? Okay. Q is at higher potential. Why Q should be at higher potential? You have to use Fleming's right-hand rule. That will tell you why Q should be at higher potential. 2RB is the right answer. With that, you can give the answer there. Area swept, that is nothing but 2R into VT. 2R into VT. Anytime when it comes here, why is it 2R into VT? See, look at this. This is nothing but 2R. Right? When it's falling down into the magnetic field, it just goes on sweeping that area. Next, the coefficient of self-induction of the solenoid is 0.18 millihenry. If a core of soft iron of relative permeability 900 is inserted, then the coefficient of self-induction will be okay. You know that in the case of electromagnetic induction chapter, what is L? Self-inductance value is given by mu naught, mu r, okay, n square A, okay, n square A, okay. This is what exactly we have got the answer, mu square n square A into L. Suppose if you want to write in terms of capital N, number of turns, so then you can write it as, okay, of course, capital N by L there. Okay. Now, mu naught into mu r n square AL, this is nothing but the value. Now, look at mu r. L is proportional to mu r. L is proportional to mu r, right? When L is proportional to mu r, the introduction of introduction of medium that will introduce, of course, permeability medium that will always increases the value of L. By how many times? Mu r times. Old value is how much? 0.18 multiplied by, okay, 900. So if you do this calculation, you will get the answer as 162 millihenry. Option number B is the right answer. Therefore, this is just like your, force. In that case, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, epsilon r, Q1, Q2 by r square. So here, if you introduce the electric medium, force is going to decrease. But how much is the amount by which it decreases? It decided by epsilon r. But here it is not directly related. Here it is inversely related. Inversely related. In this case, it is directly related. Okay. Therefore, L is proportional to mu into r. Right. N square. N square also can be written as N is nothing but capital N by L. So you can always write N square AL. Okay, divided by that. Okay. Next one. At a place, the Earth's horizontal component of the magnetic field is 0.38 into 10 power minus 4 Weber per meter square. If the angle of dip at that place is 60 degrees, then the vertical component at that place. Direct problem based on the terrestrial magnetism. Tan phi is equal to vertical component divided by the horizontal component. So you're asking me vertical component, tan 60 degree is equal to BV, we do not know. BH is the horizontal component. Rest of the horizontal component, 0.38 into 10 power minus 4. So what is the value of BV? BV is equal to tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 is 1.732 into 0.38 into 10 power minus 4. Salpa calculation and nodidre nimge artha agbodu 0.38, 38 into 1.7. Okay, option number D is the right answer. I can tell you nodili 0.24 it won't work out. 0.12 it won't work out. Calculation ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. 0.4 ನೋಡಿ 0.38 into 1.1 idre I would have taken this one 0.4. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದ 0.38 into 1.1. ಇದು 0.38 into 1.7. Almost double ಆಗುವ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು. So your answer is 0.62 into 10 power minus 4. A short bar magnet is placed with its south pole towards the geographical north. Okay, yeah. The neutral points are situated at a distance 20 centimeters from the center of the magnet. If BH is equal to 0.3 into 10 power minus 4 Weber per meter square, then the magnetic moment of the magnet is. Okay, let's work out this particular problem. Say neutral point. I want to tell you there. This is what you got. South pole. And this is nothing but North pole. You see the way in which it's been kept. Okay. Now that is the short bar magnet. That will create its own magnetic field. Is it right? Now, the neutral point is situated at a distance of 20 centimeter from center of the magnet. One is here, one is over here, 20 centimeter from the magnet. Who is cancelling the magnetic field created by the magnet? Cancellation of the magnetic field created by the magnet is done by the Earth's magnetic field. Therefore, mu naught by 4 pi into 2m by r cube. 2m by r cube. 2m by r cube is equal to BH. Same way, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 2p by r cube. Same idea over here, which will be cancelled. Okay, mu naught by 4 pi, we know 10 power minus 7 into 2. M, magnetic moment of the magnet is asked here. Fine. R cube is nothing but 0.2 whole cube, 20 centimeter. BH value, BH value is 0.3 into 10 power minus 4. Yeah. Calculation madbeku, M value find out madbeku. M value is, okay, 2 cube is 8, 8 into 3, 24, 24 by 2 is 12. I think I will be going into the answer straight away. C is the right answer. Artha aita calculation hege madide anta heli nodi. Dear students, nodi 0.2 cube. 0.2 cube anta tagolbedi. Answers ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? 2 cube anta ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. 2 cube ಅಂದ್ರೆ 8. 8 into 3 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 24. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಈ 2 ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Left hand side ಇದದು. 24 by 2 is 12. So how much I don't know. My answer has to have a digit 12. So my answer is 1200 is the answer there. Easily you can get it. Okay, right. I hope you are getting the logic clearly, everybody. Next question. A particle with 10 power minus 11 coulomb of charge and 10 power minus 7 kg mass is moving with a velocity of 10 power 8 meter per second along the y-axis. A uniform static field V equals 0.5 Tesla is acting along x direction. The force on the particle is. Right. We know very well F vector is equal to Q into V vector cross B vector. This formula nange nenpide alva. Directions matadbe because ನಿಮ್ಮ answer ನೋಡಿ directions ಇದೆ answer ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Magnitude ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ. F vector is equal to charge ಗೊತ್ತು 10 power minus 11. Yeah. It is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second along y-axis. So in the 10 power 8 ಬರೀತೇನೆ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು y-axis j cap cross. Okay. It is the magnetic field. Magnetic field is 0.5 Tesla acting along x direction. So it is 0.5. Okay, 0.5 into I cap over. So 10 power minus 11, 10 power 8 into 0.5. No doubt about it. J cross I is minus k cap, Therefore, my answer is 56. My answer is option number D. Okay, whatever the answer you get, I am not worrying about it. Yeah, there is only one minus k cap is there. That's why the answer is that minus k cap. So calculation ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ match ಮಾಡಬಹುದು 0.5 into 10 power minus 3, 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 is nothing but 5 into 10 power minus 4. Perfect. But I do not want to do that. Minus cap ಅಂತ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That's how we can go on avoiding the time. ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ 10 power minus 11 into 10 power 8 into 0.5 ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು 10 seconds ಬೇಕಾಗಬಹುದು ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ. ಅದು ಸಹ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮಗೆ minus k cap ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇರೋದು minus k cap. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. A particle of mass m, charge q, moves with a constant velocity v along the positive x direction. It enters a region containing uniform magnetic field B, directed along negative z direction, extending from x is equal to a to b. The minimum value of v required so that particle can just enter the region x greater than b is. Okay, let us see now what is this question is all about. Diagram ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು. Okay, ಸರಿಯಾ? ಇದು ನಮ್ದು y axis ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದು ನಮ್ದು x axis. Magnetic field ಈ directionally act ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು. Okay, it is acting along negative x direction alva. Okay, sorry, negative y direction the inverse. This is the magnetic field direction. Let it be there. Okay, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, magnetic field is acting along negative z direction, extending from x equal to a to x equal to b. ಇಲ್ಲಿ a ಅಂತ ಗ್ರಹಿಸಿ x value, ಇಲ್ಲಿ b ಅಂತ ಗ್ರಹಿಸಿ. Okay, So E region alli magnetic field undu. So I will take little time to explain you, but ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ fast ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ as a student who are writing the exam. Okay. There is I will change the color so that you understand. There is a particle has been shot with a velocity v along the positive x direction. This is the particle coming. All right. The moment it enters the magnetic field region, it is moving perpendicular direction of magnetic field. That's why it will have a path of circular path. But the question is, what is the minimum value of v so that particle can just enter region x greater than b is? Okay, yes, this is how exactly it has to go. Just greater than, okay, of course, then it will be going in this path. Now, what is this value? We know, my dear students, we have the formula R is equal to mv divided by qb. Radius of the circular path of the charged particle is given by mv by qb. Right? Okay. Now you're telling me that that should be equal to b minus c. That's it. B minus c. You cannot go beyond b. You have to turn just like this one. Right? B minus c. Now what is v then? Okay. V is, okay, greater than or equal to, dear students, understand, it is q b minus a into b divided by m. So what is your answer? Answer is q into b minus a into b divided by m. Option number B is the right answer. So this is the velocity. Velocity is q into b minus a into capital B divided by m. What's the velocity? If you come with the, okay, less than that, then you will not be touching, okay, just touching B and going. You might follow the circular path, no doubt about it, but you have to follow the circular path where you can just enter x greater than b. Just enter x greater than b. Right. Just enter x greater than b, and you are just moving around b. That's what is the question. Question number 58. Electron moves straight inside a charged parallel plate capacitor at uniform charge density sigma. The space between the plates is filled with a constant magnetic field induction B vector. Time of straight line motion of the electron in the capacitor is. The charge space between the plates is filled with a constant magnetic field induction B vector. Time of straight line motion of the electron in the capacitor is. Electron movement kottidare. This is the electron movement. Alva? Electron. L is the length. Okay. So it is a capacitor. That's why net force acting on the electron is Fe, electric field, and due to the magnetic field Fm vector. All right. But you must remember one thing. The particle is going straight. That's why the net force should be 0. Otherwise, particle would have gone, you know, in a different random direction. If it is going straight means the net force acting on will be 0. Newton's first law. Right? Okay. The moment when I understand this, I should know it very well. Direction wise, I don't mind, but magnitude of this one should be one and the same. We don't have to worry much on the directions there. Okay. Yeah. Net answer should be 0 because of the action of electric field force as well as magnetic force. Okay. So Fe is equal to Fm. Now what is Fe? Q into E. Here the charge of the electron is E. E into E is equal to Fm. Due to the magnetic field, it is QVB or EVB. Right. So now I will understand that E is equal to EVB. This is how exactly we get the answer. Now, what is the value of EV? That is, EV is equal to, this will be giving you, EV is equal to E, and you gets cancelled there. So understand clearly, my dear students, we want to know the value of the expression here, 1 minute. E is equal to EVB, that's what we get it, which is the expression of electric force due to the electric field. This is the expression of force due to the magnetic field. Okay, let it be. Velocity we want, because time for the straight line motion. Velocity V is equal to. So E mattu E cancel agutte. Velocity EV is equal to E by B. Alva? Correct. E by B. Right. Once I know it is E by B, what is E? E is the electric field in the capacitor. We know that it's sigma by epsilon naught. B unto adannu baribeku. That is the value of velocity. Now I want to find out the time. Time is equal to length, distance divided by velocity. Distance is L according to that, divided by velocity is sigma by epsilon naught B. So I can get it here and get the answer. So L epsilon naught B okay, divided by sigma. Answer is L epsilon naught B. Okay, sigma option number B is the right answer. B is the right answer. I hope you are clear getting this one. Okay, E is equal to EVB. Okay. Similarly, you have seen in the velocity selector, similar expression coming, and velocity we got it as E by B. But here electric field is sigma by epsilon naught. We know it. Fifty-ninth question. A proton of mass 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg, charge 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb is projected with a speed of 2 into 10 power 6 meter per second at an angle of 6 degree with the x-axis. X-axis 60 degree angle agide. Mass kottidare, charge kottidare, speed kottidare. Uniform field kottidare 0.104. Okay, Tesla is applied along the y-axis. The path of the proton is the path of the proton. You have to understand. Okay. Nodi, namge formula unto R value. R value is equal to mv by qb yavaga when the charge particle is at perpendicular direction to the magnetic field. Illi perpendicular alla sin theta use ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸರಿಯಾ? Time period. What is the formula for time period? Time period ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು 2 pi m divided by qb. ಇದು formula ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದಿದ್ರೆ it will be difficult ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸರಿ. mv by cubic substitution. 1.67 is the mass into 10 power minus 27. Velocity is 2 into 10 power 6 sine 60 degree divided by q. The charge of the proton is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Magnetic field is given to you, that is 0.104. I hope you will be able to manage the calculation. Okay, you can just cancel 1.6 and 1.6 down here. Get the answer roughly, which is 0.1 meter. Capital period, you find 2 into 3.14. Mass is 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg divided by charge. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into B 0.104. Calculation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, spend time so that you will get the answer as okay 2 pi. ಎಲ್ಲ answer pi ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಟು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನು pi ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ retain ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, so it is 2 pi into 10 power okay minus 7 is the answer you get. 2 pi into 10 power minus 7 ಉಂಟು 0.1 meter ಉಂಟು. Okay, yeah. ಯಾವುದು ಇದು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಹೆಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. 30 degree. Yes. Magnetic field is applied along the y-axis. It's coming. Yes. Next one. Two very long straight particle wires carry steady currents I and minus I respectively. The distance between the wires is d. At a certain instant of time, the point charge q is at a point equidistant from the two wires in the plane of the wires. Its instantaneous velocity is v vector, which is perpendicular to this plane. The magnitude of the force due to the magnetic field acting on the charge at this instant is. Okay, look at this. There are two wires carrying the currents I and minus I respectively. The distance between the wires is d. At a certain instant of time, a point charge q is at a point equidistant from the two wires in the plane of the wires. Its instantaneous velocity v is perpendicular to this plane. The magnitude of the force due to the magnetic field acting on the charge at that instant is. Calculation ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Answer ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, answer 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Looks difficult calculation. Why is that? Okay. You can see that clearly. What is the direction of the field and what is the direction of velocity? Instantaneous velocity is perpendicular to the plane, right? Okay. Now, when the instantaneous perpendicular to the plane is, okay, let me make it this way. These are the wires carrying current I, and this carries the current I this way. Okay, let's assume that this is a plane. Yeah, this is the plane of the two wires which are passing. Now, what is the direction of velocity? Put in the direction of velocity is this v vector. Now, at any case, you must understand that the magnetic field, if you use the right-hand classical, you'll understand that magnetic field is also acting in this direction at this point. Therefore, angle between v vector and b vector is equal to 0. Angle between v vector and b vector is equal to 0. And therefore, f is equal to qvb sine theta formula. If you are using it, f is equal to 0 because theta is equal to 0 degree there. So option number D is the right answer. Therefore, you must remember that direction of the magnetic field is along the direction of motion of the charge, right? So, dear students, ನೋಡಿ ಈ 60 questions ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಂದಾಜು ಆಗಬಹುದು what is the level of difficulty of physics exam. Physics exam ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ tough ಇರಬಹುದು, ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ easy ಸಹ ಇರಬಹುದು, but we should be preparing for both. Okay, therefore ಏನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಓಕೆ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. Okay, devote your time only for academic activities till you are finishing your CET exam there. Thank you, dear students, and all the best once again. Namaskar.